Alright guys, welcome back. This is another American history video. This is going to be part 2 of Unit 1, which is U.S. Geo for my 8th graders. We're going to go pretty quickly through this because I got a bunch more to get through. I'm trying to get this done in 2 videos. Alright, here we go. Kansas. Capital is Topeka. 34th state, January 29th, 1861. Cottonwood, a sunflower, western meadowlark, and known as the sunflower state. It is located right in the middle of the country. Topeka is located over to the right-hand side. Just north of Oklahoma, just south of Nebraska. Kentucky, capital is Frankfort, 15th state, June 1st, 1792. Tulip poplar, goldenrod, cardinal, and is known as a bluegrass state. You can see here from the picture, it is kind of bluish, I suppose. It's located just north of Tennessee, and Frankfort's in the middle of the state, just south of Indiana and Ohio. Louisiana, capital is Baton Rouge, the 18th state, April 30th, 1812. The bald cypress is a state tree, magnolia is a state flower, brown pelican, state bird, and it also has it on its flag with 3 baby pelicans, known as a pelican state. It is looks like a boot right here, to the right of Texas, left of Mississippi, and Baton Rouge is located there. Maine, capital is Augusta, 23rd state, March 15th, 1820. White pine, pine cone and tassel, chickadee, known as a pine tree state. It is the northernmost contingent state in the continental United States, and Augusta is located towards the south of that region. Maryland, capital is Annapolis, the 7th state, April 28, 1788. White oak, black-eyed Susan, and the orange little Baltimore Oriole, known as the Old Line State, as the divider between the north and south. Annapolis is located there in the little bay area and it is located right next to Delaware, or to the left of Delaware, I should say. Massachusetts, capital Boston, 6th state, February 6, 1788. American elm tree, Mayflower, chickadee, known as the Bay State. Massachusetts is just north of Connecticut, and Boston Harbor is right there. And the Old North Church in Boston, which we'll talk about extensively when we get to Unit 3. Michigan, capital is Lansing, 26th state, January 26, 1837. State tree is the white pine. State tree is the apple blossom. State bird is the robin, is known as a wolverine state because they have wolverines here, which are terrifying little creatures. It is split into 2 parts, the upper peninsula and the lower peninsula. Lansing's in the lower peninsula towards the bottom in the middle. Minnesota, capital St. Paul, 32nd state, May 11th, 1858. Norway pine, lady slipper, common loon, known as the land of 10,000 lakes, and there's a bunch of them there. In fact, the Los Angeles Lakers, before they moved to California, were known as the Minneapolis Lakers. And the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul located right there. Mississippi, capital is Jackson, the 20th state, December 10th, 1817. This flag is going to change very soon. Magnolia for these tree and flower, respectively, and then Mockingbird, and it's known as the Magnolia State, and is located to the right of Louisiana and to the left of Alabama, and Jackson's there. Missouri, Jefferson City is the capital, 24th state, August 10th, 1821. State tree is a dogwood, state flower hawthorn. Then you have the bluebird, known as the show me state. Don't just talk about it, be about it kind of state. Jefferson City is located in the middle. Montana, capital Helena, 41st state, November 8th, 1889. Ponderosa pine, bitterroot, western meadowlark, and known as the treasure state. It is one of the most northernmost states that we have, most northern states, located to the right of Idaho. Nebraska, the capital is Lincoln, is the 37th state, March 1st, 1867. Cottonwood, goldenrod, western meadowlark, and known as the cornhusker state because they have a lot of corn there that needs to be husked. Located just north of Kansas, and Lincoln's in the bottom right corner. Nevada, capital Carson City, 36th state, October 31st, Happy Halloween, 1864. Single-leaf pinion, sagebrush, mountain bluebird, known as the Silver State, a lot of silver mines there. Carson City is in the Elbow region, and it is right next to California. New Hampshire, capital Concord, 9th state, June 21st, 1788, known as the Granite State. White birch, purple lilac, purple finch, a lot of colors. It is located in the north, next to Vermont, and just south of Maine. There's Concord. New Jersey, capital Trenton, 3rd state, December 18, 1787. Red oak, purple violet, eastern goldfinch, known as the Garden State, and is located just south of New York's and just east of Pennsylvania. And there's Trenton in this little elbow region right here, this bend. New Mexico, capital Santa Fe, 47th state, January 6, 1912. The Yucca, the Pinion, the Roadrunner, known as the Land of Enchantment and Aliens, is located to the right of Arizona and to the left of Texas. There's Santa Fe. New York, capital is Albany, not New York City. 11th state, July 26, 1788. Sugar Maple, Rose, Bluebird, known as the Empire State. And Albany is actually located really just go straight up for several hundred miles over New York. And there's Albany. And is located to the north of Pennsylvania. North Carolina, the capital is Raleigh. 12th state, November 21st, 1789. Pine, Dogwood, Cardinal, and is known as the Tar Heel State. Not exactly sure what a Tar Heel is, but it's their state mascot, or their school mascot too. Raleigh is located in the middle of the state, just north of South Carolina and just south of Virginia. North Dakota, Peace Garden State, capital is Bismarck. 39th state, November 2nd, 1889. American Elm, Wild Prairie Rose, Western Meadowlark. North Dakota is next to Montana and just north of South Dakota. Got a nice picture with the mountains in the back front, and there's Bismarck. Ohio, capital Columbus, 17th state, March 1st, 1803. The Buckeye Carnation Cardinal, known as the Buckeye State. And Buckeye is located south of Michigan and to the right of Indiana, and Columbus is in the middle. Oklahoma, the capital is Oklahoma City. It's the 47th state, November 16th, 1907. Redbud, mistletoe, scissor-tailed flycatcher. It is known as the Sooner State because people began to settle there before it was officially legal for people to settle there if they came sooner than what they were supposed to. And Oklahoma City's in the middle. Oregon, capital Salem, 33rd state, February 14th, happy Valentine's Day, 1859. Douglas fir, Oregon grape, Western Meadowlark, known as the Beaver State. And it is in the northwest United States, just south of Washington, and Salem is also in the northwest portion of that state. Pennsylvania, capital Harrisburg, 2nd state, December 12th, 1787. Hemlock, Mountain Laurel, Ruffled Grouse, it's known as the Keystone State, and is located south of New York and to the left of New Jersey. There's Harrisburg. Once again, a tricky one. Philadelphia is not the capital. Harrisburg is. Rhode Island, capital is Providence, 13th state, May 29th, 1790. The red maple, violet, and the Rhode Island Red chicken is a state bird. Ocean State, and it is the smallest state in our union. Just south of Massachusetts, just to the right of Connecticut. There's Providence. South Carolina, the capital is Columbia, the 8th state, May 23rd, 1788. Palmetto, Carolina Red, Yellow Jessamine is known as the Palmetto State. Columbia is in the middle and is located north of Georgia and south of North Carolina. South Dakota, capital is Pierre, the 40th state, November 2nd, 1889. Black Hill Spruce, the Pat's Flower, Ring-necked Pheasant, and is the Mount Rushmore State because that's where that monument is located. Pierre is right in the middle and is located just south of North Dakota. Okay, good. Tennessee, capital Nashville, 16th state, June 1st, 1796. Tulip Poplar, Iris, Mockingbird, known as the Volunteer State, and is located just north of Alabama, Mississippi, and Georgia, and Nashville is towards the middle north part. Texas, capital is Austin, known as the Lone Star State, 28th state, December 29th, 1845. The pecan tree, bluebonnet, and the mockingbird. And it's the big one in the middle. There's Austin. Utah, capital Salt Lake City, 45th state, January 4th, 1896. You have the blue spruce, the seagull lily, the California gull, it's known as the Beehive State, and is located to the right of Nevada and south of Idaho. There's Salt Lake City. Vermont, the Green Mountain State, capital is Montpelier, 14th state, March 4th, 1791. Sugar maple, red clover, and the hermit thrush. It is located right next to New Hampshire, or to the left of New Hampshire, and to the right of New York. And there's Montpelier. Virginia, the Old Dominion State, dogwood, flowering dogwood, cardinal, capital is Richmond, 10th state, June 25th, 1788. It is located north of North Carolina and to the right of West Virginia. There's Richmond. See how we're doing for time. Oh, we're good. Washington, capital Olympia, 42nd state, November 11th, 1889. Has a picture of George Washington on the flag, so that should help you. Western hemlock, the rhododendron, the willow goldfinch, is known as the evergreen state because there's a lot of trees there. Also has the Eastern Washington University football field, which is all red. So if you didn't like the blue turf of Boise, maybe you'll like the red turf here. Gives me a headache. And is the most northwestern contingent state that is touching the rest of the contingent states. Olympia is the second. West Virginia, capital Charleston, 35th state, June 20th, 1863. Sugar maple, rhododendron, Cardinal, the mountain state, a lot of mountains there. And there's Charleston, right there. It is located to the left of Virginia, or to the west of Virginia, hence the name West Virginia. Wisconsin, capital is Madison, 30th state, May 29th, 1848. Sugar maple, wood violet robin, known as the Badger State. That's a badger, not to be confused with the Michigan Wolverine, but still very ferocious. Madison is towards the bottom of the state, and it is located to the south of the northern peninsula of Michigan and to the right of Minnesota. Wyoming, capital is Cheyenne, 44th state, July 10th, 1890. Cottonwood, Indian paintbrush, and Meadowlark is known as the Equality State, and is another perfectly square one that's to the north of Colorado. And there's Cheyenne down in the bottom right corner. All right, guys, mini quiz. You fill this out. There will be a link or something you're supposed to click on the classroom page that'll let you do this online as well. So you can do it in person and do it online. That's probably the best way to do it. But once you have completed it, you're going to have to do some research for this bottom one. So just letting you know. It's not a trick question. You do have to figure it out. But I believe in you. It's important to talk about our territories as well. All right, guys. Look forward to discussing this more with you. Congratulations on finishing the notes for the first unit of the school year.